Before you reach for your phone, before your thoughts start to race, pause for a moment and breathe. This day, right here, right now, is a gift. Another sunrise, another chance to rise higher, to heal deeper, to become the person you were meant to be. Each morning you are given two choices: to repeat yesterday or to step boldly into a new beginning. What you tell yourself in these first moments will shape your entire day. So speak life, speak faith, speak power, because your words are not just sounds, they are seeds that create the reality you will live in today. I'm grateful for this new day, my beloved brothers and sisters. When you open your eyes in the morning, before you reach for your phone, before your thoughts begin to race, pause just for a moment. Feel the breath entering your lungs. Feel your heartbeat reminding you that you are still here. That alone is a miracle. You see, every sunrise is not just another routine event. It is heaven's quiet reminder that you have been given another chance to begin again, to grow, to love, to forgive, to live with purpose. When you wake up, whisper these words: I am grateful for this new day, not because everything is perfect, but because this new day carries the potential for something beautiful. Gratitude is not a reaction, it is a decision. You choose to see what is good, even when your circumstances are still uncertain. Dr. Yonggi Cho often taught that gratitude is a spiritual key that unlocks the door to divine favor. When you start your day with thankfulness, you invite the presence of God to walk with you. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present. It transforms complaints into worship and worry into trust. Think about it. You could have been gone yesterday, but you are still breathing. You have another opportunity to become better than you were. Every morning, God resets the world and hands you a fresh page. Don't fill it with the same old doubts. Fill it with praise. When you say, thank you, Lord, you're not just saying words, you're declaring faith. You're saying, God, I trust that you are in control of my life. And that single act of gratitude opens your spirit to receive peace that surpasses understanding. Gratitude doesn't deny pain, it redeems it. You might be facing challenges, losses, or disappointments. But even then you can say, God, thank you for keeping me through it all. Thank you for the strength I didn't know I had. When you give thanks in the storm, you rise above it. Dr. Cho once said, when you thank God before you see the miracle, you already hold it in your hands. Gratitude is a declaration that something good is already on its way. So each morning, when light touches your face, remember this: you are witnessing a divine invitation to live fully again. Whisper your thanks, not just for what you have, but for what's coming. For the doors that will open, for the people who will bless your journey, for the unseen protection that surrounds you. Start your day not with complaints, but with appreciation. Look around. Every breath, every sunrise, every heartbeat is grace in motion. Say it now with conviction. I am grateful for this new day. I am alive for a reason, and today I will walk in gratitude no matter what comes my way. Because gratitude doesn't just change your morning, it transforms your entire life. I am loved and I am enough. My beloved brothers and sisters, every morning before you step into the noise of the world, you must remind yourself of this unshakable truth: I am loved and I am enough. Because if you do not start your day anchored in love, the world will try to define your worth by its standards, by appearance, by success, by numbers, by comparison. But none of those things define you. Your worth was settled long before you were born. You are loved by the one who spoke galaxies into existence, and his love for you has no conditions. When you wake up, don't let your first thoughts be of what you lack. Let your first thought be of who you are. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are chosen. You are seen. You are deeply loved. Dr. Yonggi Cho often reminded his congregation that love is not something you chase. It is something you already have in abundance through God's presence. Many people spend their entire lives trying to earn love from others, yet they forget that divine love already lives within them. The enemy of your soul wants you to believe you're not enough, so you will spend your life performing for approval. But when you declare, I am loved and you silence that lie. You reclaim your peace. You take back your power. Sometimes the greatest healing comes not from others telling you that you're enough, but from you telling it to yourself and believing it. Every morning, look into the mirror and say it until your soul feels it. I am loved. I am enough. I am not broken. I am becoming. You see, my friend, God does not make mistakes. Every part of you, the scars, the flaws, the lessons, the strengths, are all part of a divine design. When Dr. Cho spoke about the human spirit, he would often say that when the Spirit of God breathes into you, you carry the DNA of heaven itself. That means you are more than capable, more than worthy, and more than enough to fulfill your calling. Don't let yesterday's failures make you question your value today. You are not defined by what you've done wrong. You are defined by what God says about you, and He calls you beloved. Say it out loud each morning. I am loved, not because I am perfect, but because God's love is perfect. When you live from that truth, you stop chasing validation from people who were never meant to define your worth. You stop begging for love that you already have. And something amazing happens. You begin to radiate confidence, peace, and joy. Because a heart rooted in love doesn't seek attention. It gives it. It doesn't chase. It attracts. So today, as you rise, remember, you are loved, you are enough, you are chosen for a purpose greater than your fears. Say it with conviction, say it with faith, say it until every cell in your body believes it, because the truth is you always have been and you always will be enough. Today, I choose faith over fear. My beloved brothers and sisters, every new day presents you with a choice between faith and fear. Both knock on your door each morning, but only one can enter. Fear will whisper, you can't handle this, you're not ready. Faith, on the other hand, will quietly say, you are not alone. God is with you. Move forward. Dr. David Yonggi Cho often said that faith is not a feeling, it is a decision. It is the bold act of believing in God's goodness, even when your circumstances seem uncertain. When you wake up and say, today I choose faith over fear, you are not denying your challenges. You are declaring that your challenges will not control you. Fear has a voice. It speaks loudly in your mind, reminding you of everything that could go wrong. It feeds on doubt, worry, and anxiety. But faith also has a voice. It speaks softly through the Spirit within you, reminding you of God's promises. And my friend, those who learn to listen to the voice of faith live a life that defies the impossible. When Dr. Cho began his ministry, he faced mountains of impossibility. No money, no building, no resources. But each morning he would pray, Lord, I choose to believe in your vision, not my limitation. That simple prayer built one of the largest churches in the world, not because of human strength, but because of unwavering faith. You must understand this. Fear and faith both require belief. Fear believes in the worst outcome. Faith believes in the best. Fear looks at how big the storm is. Faith looks at how powerful your God is. Each morning before you face the world, stand tall and say, today I will walk by faith and not by sight. When you speak those words, your spirit aligns with heaven's truth. You begin to see beyond what your eyes can see. You begin to trust in what your heart knows, that no matter what happens, God is already working behind the scenes for your good. When fear rises in your mind, remind yourself, you have overcome too much to stop now. You have faced battles before and survived. You have been tested and refined. The same God who carried you through the past will carry you through this day. Choosing faith does not mean the absence of fear. It means you refuse to let fear make your decisions. It means you take that step, make that call, speak that truth, even when you're trembling. Because courage is not the absence of fear, it's the triumph over it. So when doubt creeps in today, say with confidence, I choose faith, I choose to trust, I choose to believe that God is greater than what I fear. And as you walk through this day, remember, faith doesn't just move mountains, it moves you, it transforms you, it carries you from uncertainty to peace, from weakness to strength, from fear to freedom. So today, no matter what comes, no matter how dark it looks, whisper it again, today I choose faith over fear. Because that one choice has the power to change your entire day and your entire destiny. I am walking in divine purpose. My beloved brothers and sisters, when you open your eyes each morning, remember this truth. You are not a random existence on this earth. You are not here by coincidence or by chance. You are here because heaven itself breathed life into you with purpose. God formed you intentionally. Every gift, every passion, every struggle, every victory is part of a greater design. When you rise in the morning, say to yourself with faith, I am walking in divine purpose. Even if you don't see the full picture yet, believe that every step you take, every delay, every closed door is shaping you for something beyond your imagination. Dr. David Yonggi Cho often said that when you discover your divine purpose, you begin to walk with divine energy. Purpose gives power to your spirit. It fuels your day, your work, your relationships, and your faith. Without purpose, life feels heavy and uncertain. But with purpose, even pain has meaning. Many people wake up feeling lost because they measure their worth by what they see, not by what God has spoken. But your purpose is not defined by your current situation. It is defined by your Creator. You may not understand why certain things happen, but trust that nothing in your life is wasted. Every experience is preparation. When Dr. Cho started his ministry, he had no resources, no large congregation, not even a permanent building. But what he did have was a divine purpose burning in his heart. He would wake up early each morning and pray, Lord, let me walk in your plan today, not mine. That prayer changed everything. Because when you align your will with God's will, the impossible becomes possible. So, my friend, when you wake up and say, I am walking in divine purpose, you are speaking alignment into your day. You are declaring that even if life looks uncertain, you are being guided by a higher hand. Your purpose is not only about what you do, it's about who you become. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every step of faith, every lesson learned in pain, it all adds up to your divine calling. You are a vessel of something sacred. Don't rush your journey. Purpose unfolds gradually, like the rising of the sun. It may begin in the dark, but it always leads to light. When discouragement comes, remind yourself, my steps are ordered, I am not behind, I am right where I need to be. The world may not see the full story yet, but God does. He is orchestrating connections, opportunities, and breakthroughs that align with your destiny. All you have to do is walk faithfully. So today, as you move through your tasks, carry this truth in your spirit. You are walking in divine purpose. Every moment matters. Every breath has meaning. And as you live from that awareness, you will begin to see how heaven's plan beautifully weaves through every part of your life. Say it again with conviction. I am walking in divine purpose. My life is not random. It is sacred. I forgive and release what no longer serves me. My beloved brothers and sisters, when you wake up each morning, the weight you carry from yesterday tries to follow you. The disappointments, the betrayals, the regrets, they all whisper in your mind, trying to pull you back into the past. But God did not create this new day for you to live bound by what's already gone. He created it so you could rise lighter, freer, and stronger. That freedom begins with forgiveness. Whisper these words as you open your eyes. I forgive and release what no longer serves me. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. It is a declaration of strength. It is you saying, I will no longer let the pain of yesterday poison my peace today. Holding on to bitterness doesn't punish the one who hurt you. It punishes your spirit. It clouds your heart, drains your energy, and keeps you from hearing God clearly. Dr. David Yonggi Cho often said that prayer without forgiveness is like trying to fly with one broken wing. You will never rise. He shared stories of people whose lives began to change the moment they released old resentments. Their prayers became powerful. Their hearts began to heal. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is remembering without reliving the pain. It is choosing peace over revenge. It is saying, I may not understand why it happened, but I trust that God will turn it for good. When you forgive, you make room for miracles, because a heart full of anger has no space for new blessings, but a heart that releases and trusts becomes fertile ground for peace, joy, and new beginnings. Maybe someone betrayed your trust. Maybe life didn't go the way you hoped. Maybe you're angry at yourself, but this morning you have a choice to carry that weight again or to lay it down before God. Say it softly. I release the pain. I release the resentment. I release the need to understand everything. And you do. Something begins to shift inside you. The tension in your spirit loosens. The heaviness in your chest lifts. You begin to feel lighter because you've stopped fighting battles that are no longer yours to fight. Forgiveness is not always instant. It's a process. Some days you'll have to choose it again and again. But every time you do, you reclaim a piece of your peace. Dr. Cho once taught that forgiveness activates spiritual flow. It allows the Holy Spirit to move freely through your life. That flow brings healing, creativity, wisdom, and divine favor. So as you start your day, declare, I forgive others, I forgive myself, I release what no longer serves my soul. You will begin to notice how your energy shifts. You'll think clearer, you'll smile easier, you'll love deeper, because forgiveness doesn't just free others, it frees you. Today, refuse to let yesterday's pain have authority over your joy. Let God heal what you cannot. Let peace replace what was once broken. And walk into your day lighter, stronger, and ready to receive the blessings waiting for a heart that's finally free. Today, I will shine my light, my beloved brothers and sisters. As the sun rises and light fills the sky, remember this. God did not create you to blend into the darkness. He created you to shine, to be a reflection of His love, His hope, and His glory. Each morning, place your hand over your heart and declare, today I will shine my light. You see, the world is not lacking in talent, wealth, or noise. What it desperately needs is light, real light. The kind that comes from a heart full of kindness, a spirit full of faith, and a soul that believes in goodness even when the world feels heavy. Dr. Yonggi Cho often said, when you allow God's light to flow through you, darkness cannot stay around you. That means your presence, your words, your actions carry spiritual power. You may not realize it, but every time you smile at someone, encourage a hurting soul, or choose forgiveness instead of anger, you are shining divine light. Every morning, remind yourself, I am a vessel of light. I carry hope wherever I go. Because light doesn't need to be loud, it just needs to be consistent. One candle can pierce the darkest night, and that candle can be you. Sometimes you'll feel tired, unnoticed, or underappreciated. You may wonder if your light even makes a difference. But hear this truth, light never questions its worth, it simply shines. Even when clouds cover the sky, the sun never stops shining. So don't let the shadows of your life convince you that your light has gone out. When Dr. Cho led his people through seasons of difficulty, he would pray, Lord, make us a light in our city. Let our love speak louder than our words. That prayer transformed hearts, because when you shine from within, people see something in you that words cannot explain. It is the presence of God Himself. To shine your light means to live with purpose, integrity, and compassion. It means you do what's right even when no one is watching. It means you speak life when others spread negativity. It means you bring peace into rooms where there is tension and faith into places where there is fear. And remember, your light is not for you alone. God placed it within you so others could find their way. There are people right now waiting for your words, your encouragement, your example. You may not even realize how many hearts you are touching simply by being who you are. So this morning, make it your declaration. Today, I will shine my light. I will not hide my spirit. I will not dim my faith. I will walk in love, and I will reflect the goodness of God. Let your smile be a reminder that joy still exists. Let your kindness be a sermon without words. Let your presence bring calm to someone's storm. And as you go through this day, remember, you don't have to be perfect to shine. You just have to be willing. Because when the light of God burns in your heart, even your smallest act of love becomes a beacon in someone's darkness. So rise, my friend, and shine. The world needs your light today.